Yo, what is up everyone? Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. My name is XONSMSX, Metattack Fire, Odin. Any of that works for me if you're new to the channel, but hope you guys are having a great day. Now, this is the first video of the Creator Spotlight series. Now, I know it's about 3 weeks late. I know, good job, Odin, but I have a legitimate excuse, and I think you guys will be happy with it. I think it's a good excuse this time around. And I will mention that in a couple of seconds, but I want to mention two things before we start getting into the spotlight of RoyalPayneWife. First off, let's say you want to start a YouTube channel or a Twitch channel or something like that, and you want to have a little bit of a boost to start out. All you got to do is message me in-game. This is my current in-game name, or you can message me online. I'll put my line ID right above. You'll see it on the screen, but it's just Metattack Fire, pretty simple. And that way, just all you have to do is send me some reason why you should be spotlighted with gameplay, a link to your channel, or your plans for your channel, okay? It doesn't have to necessarily be guides, but it needs to help the community in some way. It's pretty broad, I know. I've already had one troll from a high-level team message me about it. I think they thought that they were actually making me think that they were being serious. I don't know. Hard to tell, actually, but anyway, message me if you're interested. Also, the second thing, now this is the delay, alright? She is asked to remain anonymous, but I've been in contact with somebody who wanted to sponsor this series. So, I will have $100 iOS, Android, or PayPal to give to one random person who right now subscribes to RoyalPayneWife. Just her YouTube channel, all of her links will be down in the description, but I'm only going to require you guys to subscribe to her to enter. The requirements are subscribe to her, okay? Make sure that your subscriptions are turned on to public so I can see them. If I can't see them, it doesn't count and you won't win. The third requirement is also that you have to put down below in the comment section hashtag DruidOP, okay? That's all you got to do. And I will be choosing one winner, and yeah, pretty simple. It's $300 right there. And it's just to give an incentive to help people get some more viewers. And I think that's definitely good. So massive shout out to the anonymous sponsor who would like to remain unnamed. So massive thank you to you, because I know you'll be watching this. Okay, so let's start. RoyalPayneWife. She's a newer YouTuber who, I guess newer, I think she's been doing about 2 months now. But a quick backstory. About a month and a half ago, I was searching up YouTube. I just searched up WarDragons, and then I put the filter to, like, last week only. And I saw one of her thumbnails. And I was like, okay, alright. And it looked pretty professional. And I was like, okay, that looks pretty sick. So I click on it. Alright, 2 minutes in, I'm starting to think to myself, oh, dang, man, alright, this is competition. I mean, in a good way. But she just raised the bar like 60 notches above where I was with my videos, because she takes the time to edit them, make sure that it's good quality content, and it's very, very obvious. And I was like, dang, man, I mean, you'll notice I've started to edit my own videos. A couple people have been asking why. It's because of her. Because I was like, okay, I gotta step up now, and I think that's good. If someone has the ability to make others want to try and do better, to make sure that it's like, okay, wow, I got, making people feel like they gotta step up because of how good those videos are, I think that's a good thing, and I'm not saying competition in a bad way. I'm saying it's like, she's doing a very, very good job. She deserves a lot more subscribers than she has, and even though she's only been doing it 2 months, or actually I think a little bit less now, she still has over 300 subscribers. To give you guys to relate, it took me about 6 months to get 300, alright? This game is not big on YouTube. It takes so long. I think her growing that fast just shows the quality of content that she's providing. She's providing unique leadership tips, guides, strategies, that type of thing. I did interview her, so if you want to listen to these questions, I would highly suggest doing so. Wink, wink. Would highly suggest doing so. Just gonna say that, because I think it will really help you guys kind of break the ice in terms of understanding what her channel is about, what she has to offer to this community, which I think she has a lot to offer. So, yeah, I mean, again, she deserves a lot more subscribers than she has, because she spends a lot of time and effort into these videos. And she also offers a unique perspective on a lot of issues that lower levels have, which people like myself and most of other creators faction members and, you know, other players don't face, because it's been a while since we've been there. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this interview. You'll see some Korthanite gameplay playing as I'm doing that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys after the interview finishes for just a couple last things before we end off this first thing. So yeah, thank you guys, and hope you enjoy.
RoyalPayneWife here. I'm so excited to be on your channel. Okay, so I've been playing this for about 7.5 months now. It was actually back in September that I decided to download this game. And the reason I downloaded it was because my husband, for like a year, had been playing it like crazy. So a little bit jealous, but a little bit intrigued, I downloaded this game just to see what in the world the fuss was all about. And within 24 hours, I was hooked. I was on WarDragons.info website. I was on the WarDragons.com website. I actually had already found your website and somebody else on YouTube and was looking for information so that I could grow as quickly as possible so that I could catch up with my husband. All right, the tips I have for officers and leaders on a new team is to definitely make sure you communicate. Without communication, I feel a team fails. You know, because there's people out there that if they don't feel like they're a part of the team, or that you're specifically talking to them, that they feel forgotten. Another thing is, if the team doesn't understand what your end goal is, or how to do an event, then again, the team fails. So that would be one thing. The second thing is to make sure you pick officers that are, you know, driving towards the same goal as you are. So you don't want to make an officer on your team just because they're high level. You know, you don't want to put an officer on your team just because someone wants to merge with you. You need to have people that you trust as your officers and that you know is going to work towards the same goal. For example, if you're wanting to stay in gold 2 because you know that your team gets discouraged in gold 1 because you're not quite ready, but one of your officers are like war people, like they want war every day, then next thing you know, you're trying to, you know, fix the damage that that's causing. So again, I feel like that is a super important thing, is that all officers and leaders kind of work together and have the same goal set. So the reason I started YouTube is because back in the day when I first started the team, I would create videos, little short clips on how to do stuff like free XP, how to best, you know, get points in events, how to best build your base, etc. Just little clips that I would share by uploading the video in the Line app. However, I had a problem where some people didn't have Line, or when they would join Line, they couldn't see the stuff prior to them joining. So I started uploading some of the videos into the YouTube channel that I created. But then I'd still have these issues where people would join our team, but they didn't have Line, and they didn't know anything still, and it was just getting frustrating. And I thought, how many teams out there have the same problem? So I decided just to go ahead and make mine public and start creating new videos that could help all the teams out there, because I know that this has to be a frustrating process for more than just my own team. So the whole idea, my whole goal is, so let's say you have a new team you started up and you've got a lot of new players coming in, or let's say you do have a team and it's a great basis, but you bring in 5 new players that really doesn't know much. You won't have to sit there and try to type out and give out all these answers within the chat itself. You can just say, hey, go over and look at RoyalPayneWife. She's got videos. Just go check out her beginner's guide series and start at video 1. So the whole idea was just basically trying to give everybody this quick understanding of how things work. So yes, my family plays. Now, originally I invited my family because, well, I wanted the referral bonuses. So I was reaching out on Facebook, contacting my family members, and so forth. Now, the cool thing about this is we're a military family, so we aren't home around our family. So this really gives us the opportunity to reach out and, spend time with my parents, my sisters, etc., and enjoy them. So that is probably the best part about it, is the fact that I get to spend time with my family, even though we're so far away. Outside of that, it can be interesting and it can be a bonus. It can be interesting because sometimes I think your family expects a little more out of you than what you give to other people on the team that aren't your family, until they get used to that. And the big bonus to it is, if you're in a war, you can easily call up a family member. Hey, I need you to get in there. I know you're not busy. Get your war done and get out. So that would be the bonus to it. But ultimately, it's pretty awesome because, my kids and my husband and myself, we could sit down in the living room and play games. My parents came up to visit, and we all sat around in the living room and played the game together. So it really brings an aspect, and we kind of turn it into like a board game in essence. We do look for new players. We are pretty full right now. However, we actually have a secondary team called the Royal Squires, as well as our main team called the Royal Guardians. Now, to join the Royal Guardians, we do have some requirements that are expected. One of which is you need to be at least a level 40, only because we're working our way to platinum. And I feel that anything below that is not going to be able to make much points in any kind of PvP events. So that's, the first one. The second thing is I need to see proof that you score decent points in the events. I'm not saying that you should be a money spender and that you should get, number 1, 2, or 3 in the placement on your team that you've been on, but I want to see that you actually put in effort. That is a big one, because I feel like one of the biggest downfalls to some teams is they don't make events important enough. I am a true believer that events is how not only a team grows, but how a player develops themselves much faster. So that is my biggest requirement. As for my secondary team, the Royal Squires that I've began, that is going to be a training-based team that I plan on announcing soon. Anybody that's low level, from level 8 to level 50, that's looking for a team that can help them grow and get inside information, that will be a team for them later. So there will be no requirements on that, except for you got to try.
So as you guys can tell just from listening, that hopefully you enjoyed, but obviously she knows how to pronunciate. Pronunciate? That's not how you say it. Wait. Oh my. That's literally the most ironic thing. She knows how to pronounce. What in the world? Oh my goodness. So stupid. Pronounce everything. People make fun of my pronunciation. People make fun of my grammar. She's perfect, alright? You guys should check her out, alright? 10 out of 10. Definitely suggest her videos for anyone who's making a new team. She has leadership videos, all that. So here's the thing, guys. If you've made it this far, I need you guys to listen up, because what I didn't mention in the beginning of the video is that in order to get the giveaway, you had to watch the entire video. So whenever I go to ask the person what type of card they want, I'm going to ask for a keyword. That keyword is Druid. If you tell me that, I will know that you've watched till the end, or at least, unless you're smart and you just skip to the end. So yeah, the amount of people that actually watch the end are probably going to be a lot less than the amount of views, because I don't want it just to be random people who just are here for the giveaway. I want it to be people who are committed to the community and are willing to watch a super long video just for the community. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the Korthanak gameplay, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.